Hello and welcome back to the channel. Dominance, Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. Coming up in this episode, Hull confirm Tony Smith's appointment, referee Child's hostile reception and leaving of Catalans Stadium last night, plus Melbourne Storm versus Canberra Raiders face each other in the first elimination final from the NRL playoffs. And we start off in Hull as Tony Smith has been confirmed as the head coach via announcement on the club's official website and social medias. After the word got out that Tony Smith was heading up their shortlist as a new head coach, Hull had no other better chance to announce Smith's arrival the day after. The former Huddersfield, Leeds, Warrington and Hull KR head coach joins the club with immediate effect ahead of the club's pre-season schedule, which is getting underway in the autumn. One of the most experienced coaches in the sport, Smith has amassed over 500 career games as a head coach in the UK and comes to the Black and Whites with a history of success over the last 2 decades. After finishing a 9-year playing career with Workington, having enjoyed spells down under with Illawarra Steelers and St George Dragons, Smith took on his first coaching role with the Huddersfield Giants in 2001 before making the move to Yorkshire rivals Leeds in 2004, and his success has been noted, especially with us in the last episode. He was also named LIF Coach of the Year before leading England to the semi-finals in the 2008 World Cup. Smith has also amassed the 500 and surpassed the 500 game milestone earlier this year before departing the Robins in the summer. His first interview with the club, Smith says it's a great opportunity, one that he wasn't expecting so soon, but is very grateful and excited to get started. I understand the challenges ahead, but the overwhelming feeling for me at the moment is excitement about restoring some pride in the club and taking us to a greater heights. In the past, I've had an association with the club through my family and have been living in the city for a while. I've got a great understanding of how a big club is and how much passion there is for the club to be successful. I'm looking forward to playing my part in the club's great history and hopefully creating some more great memories for the future. I can't wait to get started. Smith understands that Super League is incredibly competitive and success in the sport isn't always an easy thing to achieve, as he said on the website. He needs everyone in the organisation to be on the same page with plenty of positivity around the place. He understands that when that happens, you achieve great things. I can guarantee a determination to restore the club of being a force in Super League, and will endeavour to do that as quick as possible. Hull's new head coach expressed his excitement at the club's long-term focus on nurturing homegrown talent and the significant investment and ambition in developing a player pathway and facilities for the future. The club's centre of excellence goes from strength to strength, with the academy squad featuring in the playoff semi-finals later today, whilst the club's full performance and community pathways will relocate to a top-class facilities at the University of Hull this autumn. We have shown you that plans in a previous episode. Smith says he looks forward to helping the development of some of the club's younger stars as well. It's an exciting vision and great to see so much young talent coming through the club and being developed. I enjoy working with the younger players coming through and challenging the more senior players in the squad. Sometimes those guys can achieve some pretty good things, and that keeps the rest of the squad on their toes. I see that as a real strength at the club. And we're looking to create some heroes of the future here over the next few years. So what a night it was between Catalans Dragons and Leeds Rhinos, as the game boiled up and could have seriously got out of control between the two sides. But it was Catalans that were losing their heads in this playoff elimination game that was played last night. James Child was the referee and he issued 4 cards, all of them to Catalans Dragons, due to their ill discipline. First of all, he issued a yellow card to Michael McAlorum due to an incident near the play of the ball. Mitchell Pearce was sin-binned twice. First of all, for coming in late when Michael McAlorum and James Bentley were wrestling each other on the ground. Not throwing punches, but just wrestling each other on the ground. He came in late and banged James Bentley off the top of McAlorum in what was cited as an incitement of violent action. Mitchell Pearce saw yellow once again late in the game due to foul and abusive language and had to sit out the rest of the game. But the final card was a red card to Catalans prop Gil Dudson for a headbutt on Aidan Caesar. The night got well out of control for Catalans Dragons as Leeds Rhinos held their nerve and composure to get themselves through to next week's semi-finals. Child, an experienced referee at 39 with 11 years of rugby league refereeing behind him in the top flight, was promoted on January the 11th, 2010 to the referee's elite refereeing squad ahead of Super League 15. He did make his Super League debut in 2009 as a referee in a game between Wakefield Trinity and Catalans Dragons. So you would have thought that they would have some sort of respect for the referee ahead of the game and during the game. After the game, it was heated also, as the Catalans fans did not take kindly to Child's performance. As to lose Catalans Media, the English voice for rugby league in France, on Twitter, who has been quite reliable on many occasions, said James Child, Jenna Brooks and Terry O'Connor pelted with drinks and plastic glasses on the sidelines after the final hooter here. Another member on Twitter, Matthew Shaw, who's also very reliable, said disgusting scenes as James Child and the match officials have drinks and various objects thrown their way as they head down the tunnel, which prompted former referee Richard Silverwood come out and say, as response to Shaw's comment, "Not surprised, awful down there. I've been smacked and had cigarettes stubbed in my back. Weirdos, the French." Don't know who said it on Twitter later that day, well, last night or today, but they said it's a football mentality in rugby league, which rugby league doesn't have. As much as I want the French clubs to be involved in Super League so that we can grow a fabulous game around Europe to begin with, these scenes need to be stamped out by Catalans. There have been a couple of times this year, such as Bernard Gauch, the owner of the Catalans, being put into trouble for accusing of bias for the referees when it came to games last year and at the beginning of this year. Big fines have come along with that. I have a tagline in all my postings on social media and for when these videos come out. Please, respect the ref. Without them, we don't have a game. I know this is pointed at the French fans, but there are still UK fans that do the same. It's a game between 80 minutes, 2 periods of 40. After the 80 minutes, the whistle's gone. Have your opinions, yes, talk about them. But please respect the referee. Now we return to the playoffs in the NRL, as there were 2 games played on Saturday. First of all, the Storm versus the Raiders, and having met in 2 of the past 3 Telstar Premiership final series, the Storm and the Raiders have some recent record history, which adds to an already intriguing match on Saturday. The last time they met in week 1 of the finals was in 2019, which saw the 4th place Raiders travel to AAMI Park and upset the top ranked Storm 12 points to 10. While a year later, the Melbourne got one back up by hammering Canberra 30 points to 10 in the preliminary final to deny the Green Machine a spot in the decider. This time around, both sides will have finished outside the top 4 and require a win to keep their season alive. Knockout Rugby League, ladies and gentlemen. Victories were shared in the early meetings this year, with the Storm 30 points to 16 winners at the Wagga Wagga in round 5, and the Raiders winning 20 points to 15 in Melbourne during round 18. With so much on the line in this elimination final, Craig Bellamy and Ricky Stewart have named their sides. The Storm have Brandon Smith and Tui Kamikamacha starting, with Felice Kafusi and Josh King going back to the bench in a late change on game day. Halfback Jerome Hughes returns after missing round 25 with calf stiffness. Kenny Bromwich with a head knock and Nick Meaney with a shoulder injury are right to go after those injuries against the Eels. Young Tonumaya Paia is the 18th man. I apologise if I got your name incorrect. I'm sorry about that, Young. The Raiders are 1-17 with no late changes after being rested last week. Playmaker Jack Whiten and experienced front rower back rower Elliot Whitehead are back on deck for their trip to Melbourne. Corey Hawaranara reverts to the bench. Matt Frawley goes to the reserves, and Albert Hapuate is the 18th man. And it's the Raiders who progress, knocking out the Storm in the process with a 28 points to 20 victory after a 16 points to 8 half-time lead. Matthew Tomiko got the scoring up and running on the 7th minute before Xavier Coates scored 2 tries in quick succession, first on the 17th minute and then on the 21st minute. Neither try was converted, any of the 3 first tries in the 20th minute, up to the 21st minute. Then the Raiders came back into it with Jamal Fogarty scoring on the 31st minute, converting his own try. Elliot Whitehead's recall worked wonders as he had his try converted on the 34th minute. But it was the Storm who threatened to come back into it, with Xavier Coates completing his hat-trick on the 44th minute and Nelson Asafa Solomona scoring on the 56th minute. Hudson Young, though, got the try back, which puts the Raiders back in the lead on the 65th minute. Then a bizarre try for Jordan Rapana sealed the win for the Raiders after a pass out wide, a tip-on pass hits Xavier Chris on the head. Sebastian Chris on the head and went into the in-goal area, but Jordan Rapana to dot down. Jamal Fogarty finished with a kicking record of 4 from 5, while Cameron Munster converted only 2 from 5, as he also missed the penalty goal. Now the Storm will have to look to 2023, with the Raiders looking to who they play in the next week's final. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way. There might be one coming in a few hours. Tell me what your thoughts are of today's episode in the comment section below. There's a little bit to go through. Hull KR fans, do you think that's a good appointment for Hull FC? Or Hull FC, do you think the old ex-Hull KR boss is a good choice for you? Catalans and Leeds fans, what do you think of the treatment of the referee after the game? And Catalans fans, do you think your team were not composed enough? And finally, Melbourne Storm are out of the playoffs. Wow, what a call. Raiders are through. Come on, Raiders, keep going. The Milk are doing quite well. Good few months they've had recently. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I'll now end the episode by wishing you all the best. So please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.